Have you ever considered what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? In the grand scheme of life, we often find ourselves at the crossroads of dreams and reality. And while it's easy to dream, it's the journey to achievement that truly defines us. But what sets apart those who make it from those who don't? The answer lies within us, within the power of self-reflection and questioning. When we talk about self-reflection, we're not referring to the occasional pondering over our actions or decisions. It's about diving deep into our consciousness, asking ourselves questions that might seem uncomfortable but are crucial for our growth. Imagine a seed waiting to sprout, buried under layers of soil. It doesn't see the light of day, but it knows it's there. It questions its existence, its purpose, and in doing so, it begins to grow. It pushes through the soil, reaching towards the light, growing stronger with every inch it conquers. That's the power of questioning, the power of self-reflection. Now, you might wonder, what are the right questions to ask? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to that. The right questions are those that make you think, those that challenge your beliefs, those that push you out of your comfort zone. They could be as simple as, what do I truly want? Or as complex as, what is the purpose of my existence? These questions allow us to set our goals, our dreams. They enable us to chart our path, to draw our roadmap. They give us a sense of direction, a sense of purpose. They are the compass guiding us through the uncharted territories of our dreams. But remember, asking questions isn't enough. It's the answers, the truths we discover about ourselves that give us the strength to chase our dreams. They are the fuel that keeps us going, the wind beneath our wings. The only difference between you and those who have achieved their dreams is the questions they ask themselves. So start asking, start reflecting. Your dreams are waiting. Let's delve into the story of a man named John, who had dreams as big as the sky but was stuck in a rut. John was a man of ambition, of grand dreams that stretched as far as the eye can see. He dreamt of scaling mountains, of writing novels that would echo through the ages, of painting masterpieces that would leave people speechless. These dreams were his North Star, guiding him through life's darkest nights. But like many of us, John felt stuck. He was caught in the mundane grind of daily life, a cog in a machine that never stopped. His dreams seemed distant, like far-off galaxies he could only yearn to reach. The monotony of his 9-to-5 job, the weight of responsibilities, the fear of failure. All these shackled him, holding him back from reaching for his dreams. John's heart ached with the weight of unfulfilled dreams. He could see the life he desired. It was right there within his grasp, but it seemed as though an invisible barrier held him back. He felt like a bird with clipped wings, yearning to fly but chained to the ground. Each day, he woke up to the same routine, the same tasks, the same life. His dreams became a silent whisper, drowned out by the loud humdrum of everyday life. The struggle was real. It was a battle between the life he was living and the life he wanted to live. He felt like he was standing at the edge of a precipice, staring down into an abyss of uncertainty. But amidst the struggle, there was a spark that refused to die, a spark that told him, this is not all there is. You see, John was a dreamer, but he was also a fighter. He refused to let his dreams be just dreams. He refused to let the grind of daily life snuff out the spark within him. He decided to take a stand, to break free from the chains that held him back. And so, John embarked on a journey of self-discovery, of breaking barriers, of chasing dreams. It wasn't easy. There were times of doubt, moments of weakness, but he trudged on, fueled by the fire of his dreams. Like many of us, John was stuck, but he didn't stay stuck. What do you suppose was the turning point for John? Yes, you guessed it right. The questions he started asking himself. You see, John was like many of us, moving on autopilot, going through the motions of life without truly living. But one day he paused. He began to question his actions, his decisions, the very mindset that had driven him for so long. Am I really happy? He asked himself. Is this the life I envisioned? Am I the person I want to be? These questions, simple yet profound, became the catalyst for change in John's life. He questioned his actions, the habits that he'd formed over the years, the routines he adhered to. He began to ask, are these actions serving me? Or are they holding me back? He questioned his decisions. Those forks in the road where he'd chosen one path over another, he revisited them. Did I make those decisions out of fear? Or did I choose with courage and conviction? And most importantly, he questioned his mindset. He peered into his own mind, examining his beliefs, his values, his assumptions. Are these beliefs truly mine, or are they inherited, absorbed from the world around me without question? These questions, unsettling as they were, led to a shift in John's perspective. He began to see his life not as a predetermined path, but as a canvas upon which he could paint his own destiny. This shift in perspective changed his actions. No longer was he a passive actor in his own life. He became the author of his own story, making conscious decisions, forming intentional actions, shaping his own mindset. And so, John transformed, not overnight but gradually, as each question led to a new understanding, a new action, a new step forward. Asking himself the right questions was the spark John needed to start making changes. And so, the turning point wasn't a monumental event, but rather a series of questions, a shift in perspective, and the courage to act on his newfound insight. And then, John started taking action. Not just any action, but focused, intentional action. You see, it's one thing to dream, to envision, to plan. It's quite another to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty in the work of making those dreams a reality. And that's exactly what John did. He began by setting small, attainable goals. He knew the journey to his dreams was a marathon, not a sprint. He recognized the importance of celebrating minor victories along the way, those little achievements that serve as stepping stones to the grand vision. Action, you see, is the bridge between our dreams and reality. It is the vehicle that carries us from where we are to where we want to be. It's not always easy. In fact, it's often hard, filled with obstacles and challenges. But each step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to the dream. John's actions weren't always monumental. They didn't always shake the earth or turn heads, but they were consistent. And consistency, my friend, is a powerful force. It's like a river that over time carves its way through the hardest of rocks. John's actions also required courage. Courage to face the unknown, to risk failure, to venture out of his comfort zone. But he understood that courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. He learned too that action breeds momentum. The more he did, the more he wanted to do. The more he achieved, the more he believed he could achieve. It was a self-perpetuating cycle, a snowball effect. As John's actions led him closer to his dreams, they also transformed him. He grew not just in his achievements, but as a person. He became more resilient, more confident, more determined. He learned that the journey, with all its ups and downs, is just as important as the destination. And so, through focused, intentional action, John made progress. He moved forward. He turned his dreams into reality. John's story is a testament to the power of action. Now it's your turn. What questions will you start asking yourself? Life is a tapestry of questions and answers, and the most profound ones often come from within. They are the whispers of our soul, the echoes of our deepest desires, and the compass guiding us toward our true north. So, my friend, what are the whispers of your soul? What echoes do you hear? What does your compass point towards? You see, these aren't just questions. They are the seeds of change, the keys to unlock the doors of your potential, and the powerful tools to sculpt the masterpiece of your life. Perhaps you may want to ask, what truly makes me happy? What is my passion? What is my purpose? How can I make a difference? How can I overcome my fears? How can I turn my dreams into reality? These questions might seem daunting, yet they are the stepping stones on the path to self-discovery and growth. Remember, it's not just about asking these questions, but also about listening to the answers. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. Listen to the silence, for even silence has a story to tell. Listen to your failures, for they are the lessons in disguise. Listen to your victories, for they are the reminders of your strength. And most importantly, listen to yourself. Your inner voice is the most honest, the most inspiring, and the most powerful voice you'll ever hear. It's the voice that tells you, yes, you can. It's the voice that tells you, yes, you will. And it's the voice that tells you, yes, you are more than enough. So ask your questions, listen to your answers, and then take the leap of faith. Take the first step. Take the action. Because action is the bridge between your questions and your answers, between your dreams and your reality, and between who you are and who you can be. Remember, the questions you ask yourself can be the catalyst for the change you want to see. It's your turn to embrace the power of questions, the power of answers, and the power of action. It's your turn to shine.